Trump delivering his first speech to a joint session of Congress since retaking the White House. He's taking credit for what he called swift and unrelenting action on the economy, immigration, and foreign policy.
Chief Correspondent Lou Jacobson from our partners at PolitiFact joining us live now tonight. So, Lou, let's start with the president's comments on egg prices tonight. This got a lot of attention. He blamed his predecessor, Joe Biden, for letting them get out of control in President Trump's view. So what's the whole story here?
Yeah, so this definitely needs context. First, the price of eggs is actually higher now than it was during the very peak under Joe Biden. It's gone up by about $2 just since Donald Trump was sworn in January. Then there's the question of blame. During Joe Biden's tenure, more than 100 million egg-laying chickens died from bird flu or were killed to stop the virus spread. And this led to a shortage and a price spike. So that's certainly a fair point. But this is standard practice. It's, in fact, what was done during Trump's first term as well.
So, Lou, the president also said his Department of Government Efficiency has found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud. How accurate is that figure?
So that is wrong as far as we can tell. As of March 4th, the DOJ website showed $105 billion in savings, but its so-called wall of receipts, where it says it's tracking savings generated by the cuts, showed less than 20 billion. So that's quite a bit less. And that wall of receipts has been riddled with errors. Various articles have found difficulty sort of quantifying and finding accurate information there. As far as calling it fraud, the White House has pointed to projects that it disagrees with ideologically, such as spending on things like diversity, equity, inclusion, and on climate change. But that doesn't prove fraud. Fraud basically means there's a crime that's taken place. And this is just a difference of opinion.
And finally tonight here live, Lou, the president started up by saying he's accomplished in his administration in 43 days more than what other administrations get done in 4 or even 8 years. So is there any context for that?
Yeah, there's definitely some context. By the sheer volume of executive orders that he signed, he is correct compared to all the recent presidents. Through March 4th, he has issued 76 executive orders, which far outpaces the number 2 president through March 1st of their first year in office, and that was Joe Biden with 34. That said, just signing these sorts of executive orders doesn't always get a president to a final goal. Sometimes it basically starts a process. We are tracking Trump's campaign promises, about 75 of them. And most of those that we've tracked so far, Trump has made steps, sometimes small steps, towards basically achieving his goal. But on most of them, there is still a lot more to be done.
Lou Jacobson from PolitiFact, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you.
And we're going to review the Democratic response as well. Lou will join us for a fact check on that tomorrow. You can catch that on News 9 at 4 o'clock.